Hi guys, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. Today's recipe, I'm going to be showing you this traditional yumminess. We call it ragu, but this is minced beef stew for any type of bread, breakfast bread, lunch bread, name it, and it's super yummy. You will love it. Alright, so keep watching and please do not forget to like this video and subscribe. Alright, so the first ingredient you're going to need is carrot. I'm going to go ahead and slice the carrot. The carrot has been cleaned already. All I did was to scrape the back of the carrot, rinse thoroughly, and now we are going to slice and then we will cut into tiny cubes, just like you're seeing in the video. We need this to be smaller as possible. Just make sure to slice it very thin, very thin, and that's small tiny cubes. That's what we need. So after slicing, just go ahead and chop it into tiny cubes with your knife. All right, so once I'm done with that, I will set aside. Next on my list is green onion or spring onion. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dice this into tiny cubes. We need this to be small as possible as well. We need all the vegetables to be very thin, as in thin. Just slice it thin as possible. Just after that, you're just going to chop it just like this. Chop with your knife and set aside. All right, so the last ingredient or the last vegetable I'm going to be slicing is onion. So just like I've said from the beginning, make sure to slice all the vegetables very small. And once we are done slicing this, we're going to transfer to a plate and then we will set aside. So next I'm going to place a pot on the heat, and for this recipe I'm using extra virgin olive oil. And once I add the oil into my pot, I'm just going to go in with all the vegetables that I have sliced. For the carrot, I've added half of the carrot, so I will keep the other half for garnishing. So once I add all the vegetables, I'm just going to stir that, combine nicely, and then allow these to cook for like 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, I've gone in with minced garlic. And for flavor, I'm using rosemary, turmeric powder, and curry powder. And once I add the spices, I will stir for 1 minute. And now here I have my minced beef. I'll go in with my minced beef, and now we're going to just stir this. Make sure they are well incorporated, just like you're seeing in the video. Mix, and then I'm going to go in with salt. And once I add my salt, I will then mix to combine nicely and then allow it to cook for like 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, we need everything to cook and to infuse into each other. So I'm going to leave this to cook for 5 minutes. And after cooking for 5 minutes, I'll then go in with some seasoning powder. Then I'll add some paprika for color and hotness. I'll then go in with some chili flakes. You can use habanero if you want to. So I don't want this to be too spicy because of the kids. Alright, so after adding all of that, I'll then allow this to cook for extra 3 minutes. And this is 3 minutes later. As you can see, our sauce or the minced beef sauce has completely dried out of water, and all you can see there is the oil. So you then go in with some tomato paste and then stir fry and allow that to cook for 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, we'll go in with a canned tomato, and this is diced tomato. So if you don't want to go with a canned tomato, you can just slice your own fresh tomato and use it. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm adding is my beef broth. So you can use water. If you do not want to use beef broth for this recipe, you can just add water, but with beef broth, this just add extra flavor and taste to this stew. Alright, so after adding the broth to my stew, I then went in with a little bit of balsamic vinegar because I need this to have that hint of tangerine taste, like the work of balsamic vinegar. So after adding the balsamic vinegar, just stir to combine nicely, then cover and allow it to cook for 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat. And this is 15 minutes later and the sauce is ready. I need this to be thick like have that thick juice. So I then went in with some cornstarch mixed in water just to thicken the sauce. And now for garnishing, you can garnish this with anything of your choice. I've added some peas, and then I went in with the remaining carrots and just stir that to combine. And the last thing I'm adding is my black olive. Guys, this is amazing, delicious, and is so yummy. And the flavor is amazing, so delicious. You can have this, you can pair with pasta, spaghetti, rice. You can even use this for yam, or you can just grab some bread and enjoy this with it. I call it traditional dish because it's traditional for me. This is amazing. So after dishing this, I love to just, top it with some more black olive. And for extra taste, I'm adding a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on the top. This is extra yumminess. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy.